Hey everybody, just hanging out in the backyard again, about 2 o'clock in the morning. Gonna make another quick MGTOW video. Have my notes again. Gonna make a video on living with your parents. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be talking about. Well, first of all, you probably wonder why I shoot it at night, why I'm outside. That's why, because the house isn't empty. I try to be respectful, you know. Parents are older, dad's retired. They don't want me in there talking. It's an old house with thin walls. I don't want them thinking, you know, that I've gone crazy or a late night phone call or anything. No point making them nervous. But I'm 34, and I've lived with my parents my whole life. Lived with my parents my entire life. My parents have been married for 41 years. I have 2 brothers, one older, one younger. My older brother's single. He has his own apartment. And my younger is married. He's been married almost 2.5 years. I've got the whole middle child thing going. My older brother moved out when I was about 17, so I got my own room at that time. And my younger moved out maybe 3-4 years ago when he met his now wife. And I always got along with my brothers, so that's never really been an issue. But, you know, a lot of people ask, you know, how can you stand it, living with your parents? How can you stand it? You know, it must get annoying. It's got to be, you know, the most terrible thing on earth, living with your parents. Yeah, parents are annoying. You know, just like I'm sure parents think their kids get annoying. My parents are no different. They get annoying. And people ask about it. You know, I'm 34, and people say, oh, you live with your parents. It must be so annoying. I hear it a lot. I don't really care. You know, I mean, I'm not a prideful person. You know, yeah, mom gets nosy, and dad always knocks on the door, knocks it on the bathroom door, having to pee every time I'm in there. But you know what? There's other things worse than that, right? Paying rent is annoying. Making house payments is annoying. Buying groceries, paying utilities, water, and you know, the water bill here is over $100. I mean, we just think that's a lot in this area. And you've got gas, internet, electric, cable, satellite, insurance, taxes. You know, paying bills is annoying. Yeah, not all that stuff is necessary, but most of it is. I mean, you can't do anything without internet unless you want to go to Starbucks or something every day. I'm not into that crap. There's not even a Starbucks around here. You know, all I really have is my car, which is paid for, and the upkeep on that. You know, the gas, the insurance, and the oil changes, and all that good stuff when it happens along, which is enough, you know. And just myself personally, you know, go to doctor's visits, go to the chiropractor once a month, go to the dentist every 6 months. I buy most of my own food. Most, you know, try to watch what I eat, believe it or not. So I buy most of my own food. I'll eat occasional leftovers. There's pizza or something, you know. I do pay some rent. Like around $125 a month. You know. I want you to tell me where you can live, where all of your bills and rent or whatever like that is $125 a month. I mean, that's inexistent. There is no place. There's no place you can live for $125 a month. You know, maybe a tent in some farmer's yard or something, if you're lucky. Yeah, you know, all that stuff your parents do is annoying, but people talk about having their own space. They're mostly asking about, you know, where you have sex. Like, what are you kidding me? You don't have to have your own place to have sex. That's ridiculous. You know, maybe her place, a hotel, backseat of the car. You know, there's lots of places you can make that happen. use your imagination. Think a little bit. You're just digging for any reason to move out to justify your poor decision making, which is, not cool. And some parents don't care. They're new age, they're cool with it. You can have a girl stay over and they just laugh it off and could care less. My parents aren't like that, But some are. If you had parents like that, why in the hell would you ever move out? That's every guy's dream, when you're in high school, or hell, at any age. Your parents let you have a girl spend the night. That's just something guys just fantasize about. Like, oh man, it'd be so cool. Do you know what else I think is annoying? Roommates. All right, roommates are annoying. Moving in with some stranger so he or she can steal from you and rob from you, or throw loud parties and destroy your stuff. One of my best friends was robbed by every roommate he ever had. He even had one of his best friends move in. He wasn't my friend. He was, this guy was my friend, and he had a friend that moved in with him. Stole from him, robbed. Even tried intimidating him to get money out of him. I swear to God. So this guy was addicted to smoking marijuana. That was his excuse for being such a dick. Unbelievable. Whatever, man. Friends like that, who needs enemies? Okay, but this friend of mine even tried rooming with a gay dude. This guy too, no different than the rest. Stole from him, robbed him, stuck him with the lease, and and this was a big expensive house he was living in too, so it was hard for him to make a rent. But he did fine, but it was just kind of a struggle. And this guy had this loud parrot or parakeet that he would was in a cage right outside of my friend's door, and it would just scream like a woman. It was just crazy, just horrible. I mean, the first time I heard that thing scream, I about had a stroke. Right outside of his bedroom door, he used to keep this damn parrot. It was just unbelievable. If you're thinking about getting a parrot or a parakeet, whatever, the big white bird, pass on it, man. Just forget it. I'd rather be a cat lady than have that crap. Your parents, my parents rather. I'm lucky, because they've been married for so long. I've always had a healthy home life. Their relationship's always been healthy. They get into tiffs, but nothing at all serious. And I don't take it for granted. I think my parents make great roommates for the time being. I don't want to live like this forever. I know that, they know that, but for right now it's working. One of my parents is always home. Like I said, my dad's retired. One of them's always here, watching the house, keeping an eye out on things. I think I have they have a small dog, which is good. Nothing beats a small dog for a security system. And, my mom's been a lifelong housewife, or a domestic engineer, or she calls herself. But also, too, living with a wife or a girlfriend is annoying. That's annoying. I always hear that from guys. The guys complain about the girlfriends or their wives and their situations. Their wives or girlfriends won't let them go anywhere, do anything. They're not allowed to have any fun. They're not allowed to go out. They're not allowed to have guys over. I mean, what's that about? Their sex lives are inexistent. They sleep with these girls, and it's all that happens is sleep. For months at a time. What in the hell is that, man? Let's talk about being the worst. That's got to be the frickin' worst. But like me, I live at home. My parents pay the bills. They wash the dishes. They do all the home repairs. My dad can fix anything. If we need a new TV for the living room, or a microwave for the kitchen, or a refrigerator, or a stove, they buy it. It's their house. They buy it. I don't buy that. Even if I, moved out, they'd still need a new refrigerator, or a stove, or something occasionally. New washing machine, dryer, whatever. Dad mows the lawn, loves to mow the lawn. I mean, my parents' lawn is probably one of the most beautiful lawns probably in the town. He gets comments from people out of the blue that he doesn't even know all the time. I mow my grandma's lawn. That's what I call my lawn. I mow my grandma's lawn. She pays me, which is nice, you know. My car breaks down. My parents give me a ride. They take care of everything. I need advice. They're in the next room. You know, it never gets real boring. You know, there's always somebody to talk to. I think a lot of people are envious and wish they could tolerate their parents and their family the much, you know, like how I can. It's like that guy from, what was that show? Cleveland Show. Remember the little short guy? He drove the sports car and he had like all that time and money because he lived with his mom. You know, so what? If it works for you, who gives a damn? I almost did move out about, I'm 34 now, so when I was 25, about 9 years ago. I'm glad I didn't, because the place I was thinking about moving into turned out to be not what it was all cracked up to be. You know, all that hassle that would have entailed, that just would have been too much, you know, all that. You know, I could move out. I plan on it. You know, I'm interested like in smaller houses. I want to keep my expenses low taxes. I want to have a little garage, somewhere to park my car. I plan on having like, you know, a garden and that kind of thing. Kind of be self-sustainable. Right now I'm just working a whole lot and paying very little. And that's just what I'm doing. You know, I just don't think living with your parents is that big of a deal. I mean, like I said, unless you're some sort of a lady-killing hunk where you have a different girl every single night or something. But if not, I mean, who gives a damn? You know? When I date, I just, like I said, just go to her place or something. What's the difference? I'm 34. Most of the girls I talk to, even if they're 10 years younger than me, you know they're going to have a kid. If she has a kid, she's going to have her own place anyway. I'd say probably 9 out of 10 girls I meet don't really even care that I live at home. It's just like a weird social stigma. I just don't think it's a big deal. A lot of people are living at home until they're adults. Like I said, I'm not going to live here forever. I'm not going to live here forever. Mom and Dad aren't going to be here forever. I know that. I'm just doing what works for me right now. And this, for right now, works for me. Okay? Just like MGTOW works for me. So, alright. That's all for this installment of living with your parents. Alright? If things in your life come along, you just don't know what to do, you just don't know, you gotta go MGTOW. Alright? This is Arctis Boucherot. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Till next time.